let's just do introductions and then let's just say what this thing's about. That's
it's the Apocalypse Now, right?
The A-POD-Calypse Now. Yep. I'm Jason Barnett.
Matthew Stone.
Jamie Pence.
And then that guy over there is Rick Boone.
Hello.
Engineer Rick Boone.
And this is just a thing that we're going to try to do, see if we can have some fun. And it's about pure joy and us just talking about things that we think we know about.
Yeah, a lot of stream of consciousness and making each other laugh. And I think in this first one, we ended up kind of anchoring everything around that being our first rodeo, didn't we?
Yeah, because it definitely was, and it showed, I think.
Yeah, I mean, in a bumpy, fun kind of rodeo way.
Yeah, and we just giggled like schoolgirls the entire time.
I missed the clown. We could have used some clowns. Rodeo clowns.
Well, we're the clowns.
Understood.
Yes, I mean,
Is that why you wore the makeup?
absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah. And we weren't even like shooting video that week, so
Yeah, but these from now on will hopefully have video.
yep.
Yeah, so give it a listen. Here it goes. 5, 6, 7, 8.
And go.
It's recording. All right.
And here we are.
And you froze up just like that. I should have never told you it was recording.
Yeah, you should have not.
So what is this about?
We're gonna find out together, Rick.
All right. Well, then you're on.
Oh my God! Can we just address the elephant in the room?
Which one?
Yeah.
Which elephant are? Can you
there's
be more
several. It's like a
specific?
zoo in here. It's like
I just like walking into places and saying that to people I know.
Oh, to see what they think, so they can say what they think the elephant is.
So I was hoping that you guys would. Yeah.
The elephant in the room. Yeah. How many elephants are in the room today?
And how did that start? I mean, what?
yeah. Did somebody
why an elephant?
Yeah. Why is it an
Yeah.
elephant?
Yeah.
Like, did somebody literally find an elephant in a room?
It's the same thing as not my first rodeo. Why a rodeo? Of all the things, not my first. ...
Yeah,
It was
why
like
did they pick
rodeo.
And has anybody ever said, you know what? Hold on. This is my second rodeo.
Yeah, when it's literally your second rodeo.
As you're
that
getting
clown
on the horse.
is gonna be like the first one was. Ooh,
You ready, son?
I'm ready.
So would you ever hire anybody that said, hey, it's my second rodeo? But no. It's
Again, it's situational.
Yeah.
If it's a clown, I'm gonna say sure, let's do this.
Yeah.
Clown rodeo.
And I guess what people don't understand, the reason why we're saying that shit is we hear that a lot in our day-to-day stuff, the work that we do.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah.
for example, you guys do a lot of live production. So
Right.
when you guys
Not
hear,
my first rodeo.
Yeah.
But I do want that hat that says this is indeed is my first rodeo.
Yes.
Oh, that hat exists?
That hat does exist.
Well, in this day and age, if it didn't, you could certainly make it.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
they sell them at rodeos. You go to the rodeo gift shop.
Oh, there's a gift shop at the rodeo.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Excuse me. Do you have one of those?
No.
This is my first rodeo. Do you have one of those hats?
Yeah. We just
I'm
sold
inclined
out.
to ask. Oh, we just sold out.
We just
Wow,
sold out.
turns out it was a big influx of first timers this year.
So speaking of not my first time rodeo, Rick, you had a birthday like a few weekends ago, didn't you?
It was
Did you really, buddy?
2 weekends ago, yeah.
Awesome. And
Did we want to talk about the year?
66.
Fuck, a lot of people
Well,
lost
no, I
money.
was
A lot of people lost
age
money.
66. Birth 58 was the birth year.
wow.
Oh, wow. So you saw lots of wars.
Dude, that's not the first thing I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of Rick growing up as a rock star and like being with all these beautiful women. And you're like, well, you saw a lot of wars.
What was Vietnam like, Rick?
It's not my first rodeo.
When was your birthday?
When was my birthday?
Yeah.
June the 30th. Was my
Every
birthday.
year.
Every year, June 30th. What'd you do to celebrate?
Nothing.
Oh,
Not a thing.
Not die.
Again.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that's how you achieved the birthday milestone.
No,
But
I
what'd you
literally
do?
didn't do anything. No, I think I worked. I think I had a gig. Yeah, I did actually.
Where?
Where was it?
I thought you went to go to see Rigby's or something.
It was it was something like that.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Something
It was just
like
some band thing. Just another day.
some band.
Another
thing.
day, another rodeo.
Really? Didn't you used to play with the Rigby's?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember you came to the
Yeah, I was-
Westport
I-
Village.
yeah. Came
Did
to
you
see
come
it.
too, Jason?
I did.
Not to the same one. It was a different rodeo.
Well, we decided we wanted to split up.
Yeah,
we
yeah.
didn't want to.
yeah.
We
Didn't want to overwhelm me.
Yeah.
don't distract the bassist.
Well, we didn't want to overwhelm merch. I mean,
No.
Because it's only the one shirt.
right. We aren't going to fight over
Well, I had my own. I had my own line.
your own line of merch.
Yeah.
To this day, the strangest fucking thing I've ever seen in my life was with you guys at a concert, and that was our boy.
Oh, Corey.
Yeah.
What?
Corey.
I need more
The
information.
Feldman.
Just
Everything you wanted it to be, though.
yeah. And what sticks out in my mind was we're standing at the back rail overlooking the audience.
16 people.
What I still to this day don't know. I know we were there ironically.
Yes.
How many others were there in the same manner versus, I mean, there was some that certainly showed actual zeal and excitement
Yeah, of course.
and enthusiasm that I don't feel was born out of irony.
No, I don't think so either. I think there were, I would say, half were there. Like,
You think it was
yeah, out
50-50?
of sincerity.
Yeah, I just remember
Like maybe
the
not even a
long-
fan of his music, but just to say they saw the
Right.
the Goonies
the
gig.
pop icon of as his opening video showed. It was like
Yeah.
a 5-minute tribute to the life
It was
of
almost
Feldman.
like the entire movie of Goonies.
Yeah.
and Lost Boys and
yeah,
all
all of it.
yeah. And ironically, I think that the guy that played saxophone, what's his name, in the Goonies movie, not Goonies, but Lost Boys,
Lost Boys.
was performing in town the same weekend.
Speaking of man.
Really?
Yeah, speaking of manhunt,
No one was speaking of manhunt. Non-segues.
There are buttons on this thing.
I like that one. That
Okay,
was good.
if you guys haven't
look at Doc Severinsen over here.
And we're back.
Yeah.
if you
Don't
guys
push that when it does this.
That happens every time Jamie takes off his pants.
hello ladies.
God.
No, this happens. Or
That's the one.
That's
this is number 5.
Number 5.
well,
We'll be using that one a lot.
well,
5. Punch it, Chewy.
yeah. Well, obviously, this is our first podcast.
Back to the manhunt. What was your non-segue?
Sorry.
No.
He's looking for the saxophone guy. Why did they have such a long musical montage of that guy playing the saxophone
And I'm
in a,
Greased
in a,
up, oiled
Yeah.
up,
in
without
a
a shirt.
vampire movie?
Yeah.
exactly.
That was
And-
the 80s, though.
I know, and that's the '80s. I mean, that's what sticks in your mind. The thing that really still sticks in my mind about seeing Corey live was the 15 or maybe 5 or 6 ladies
Angel Wings.
that got the VIPs. Remember, they had the VIP tickets. They had the VIP.
I
So
don't
they had
remember
spent a shit ton of money. They had spent a shit ton of money to be VIPs, go behind the stage, all this stuff. They left before we did.
Did they?
Yes.
Well, because they had enough for their social.
And I mean, even like after the first song, they were like, "Ugh," they just left. And
Are you sure they paid to get in?
Oh, that's
One
true.
way or another.
Oh, hey, don't diss the core.
If I'm not mistaken, his wife was on keyboards.
You
She
mean,
was one of the
his,
teachers.
his ex-wife now, I believe.
oh, really?
I believe that they.
Oh, wow.
I can't believe that didn't work out.
Man, really?
I think so.
I hope
could
she's
be wrong.
still in the band.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
that's like a three-legged stool. How's that band going to continue without that?
Oh, it's definitely stool.
Well, I just remember nudging you. I just remember nudging you and like
Me?
zooming in my phone, and it's like her hands weren't even touching the keyboard.
Oh, yeah. No,
Oh, yeah,
it
she
was
was hovering.
miming.
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
miming.
It was like, oh my God, this is
Yeah.
ridiculous.
But he was letting her push play on the track.
Yeah.
You know, she was in charge of launching the track.
I wish he was in charge of stopping it.
And you guys, and, you know, the merch they had laid out. You guys were talking about merch earlier,
Yeah.
with rodeo hats and stuff. That table looked like it was something set up in a
Yard sale?
1920s church.
You know, it came out of the
in
back of
Maine.
his van that they're traveling in.
Oh, God,
it's
yeah.
like the ghost machine. They're
just-
driving around.
He just brought a cricket and was making his own.
It'll be an hour and 20 minutes.
What do you want? Custom made.
I just remember at times the flags getting a little tangled and him having to untangle them for the floor fans to
Yeah, that
to
was
work
his
properly.
Yes.
focus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was totally
Well, he's a-
like
he's a
that's what the show.
showman. He's a showman.
He's 100% a showman.
He's a show something. I don't know what a man. He's
Yeah.
And you could tell that tour has been taking all their money and put into all the high-tech technology, because that $6,000 laser that they had.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, fascinating.
Yeah.
yeah. It was like glimpsing into the future.
Oh, it was like, yeah, we
Of really
bought a
bad
laser.
shows.
We bought a laser.
that and those floor
Disc.
fans.
show the movies.
Flip the platter.
Exactly.
Opening videos half done.
Yeah.
But there was something in that weird opening of
The video?
this video. I mean, there was a lot of Michael Jackson in there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, of course.
No, that's-
Have you not watched him dance?
You have to.
I know. Well, we did. Well, I mean, you call it dancing. I
That
didn't.
sounds soothing.
I know. So
What
just
is it called? Because I've seen the people on
ASMR.
ASMR.
So I
You just
have
gotta
I
say
have
it
I have
so
delicious drink here. I have
Yeah,
delicious
let's
drink
hear.
of
Oh yeah.
Nice.
little
Yeah.
Foley
But
sound.
let's hear the.
And so I asked for ice, and Jamie brings me
Jamie brought you ice in a bowl.
in a bowl with a spoon that looked like cereal.
I mean, which is what people do, right?
and now it even
Listen.
sounds like cereal.
Oh yeah.
It's just what Grandma used to
Yeah.
always bring me for my bourbon. When I was a
Ice
kid.
checks.
Ice
new from Kellogg's.
New from Kellogg's.
Bourbonos.
Bourbon nose.
I don't want to know the prize inside. It's herpes.
Divorce papers.
Still roses of the liver, divorce paper, and herpes.
Divorce papers and herpes. Oh my God, we are on to something. We are in the middle of like bourbon mecca. Why are we making this for real, man?
That's true.
Sounds like a great product we should start selling.
Right?
Bourbonos.
Bourbon nose.
They're all barrel shaped and bottle shaped.
Not to be confused.
It's with marshmallow livers.
You're on to something.
Well, yeah, but be clear, not to be confused with bourbon nose, which is that
Yeah,
W.C.
yeah.
Fields look you achieve when you have too
Bourbon
much.
nose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bourbon nose.
Or
Bourbonos give you bourbon nose.
Or bourbon nose, just N-O when you're on the wagon. It's just
Bourbon nose.
No.
No.
it's just a bunch of Pedialyte.
No.
Or bourbon nose.
Or it could be like Rick said, bourbon nose. Like, remember Bo Nose?
Yeah.
The inherent
bourbon
intelligence. The inherent
Yeah.
instinct.
Yeah.
Is it a good idea? Let's ask Bourbon. Bourbon nose.
Bourbon nose.
Let's storm the Capitol.
Bourbon nose.
Bourbon nose. I'm going to text you guys at 1 a.m.
Bourbon nose.
Sounds good to me. You were awake, right?
I am now.
Yeah.
See, that would be great. That would be a great bourbon, based product.
What, bourbon nose?
Yes, absolutely. Now, what can we do as a board game?
Oh, so much.
Try to
material.
finish it.
Get to the store for more.
Yeah.
Yeah, think of a Monopoly board, but in the world of bourbon and all the things that go with it.
They always end in jail and divorce.
Lose your license.
Yeah.
Third DUI.
Yeah, all those cards you flip.
Every card is a chance.
And that would be great. Make those cards those fucked up stories.
Missing debit card.
Got a card left in the bar last night.
That's right.
Blood in my underwear.
I'll pass.
Is it mine?
Type, oh no.
Typo, no.
Blood blood in my underwear. Is it mine?
Is it your blood or is it your underwear?
Either.
Or okay. That's go straight to jail.
Oh my God! It's just a crusted sack of blood. It's not even my underwear.
Either.
Target bag.
But it's on me.
Target bag of blood.
Target bag.
You know, that's a great band name.
Target bag of blood.
Yeah.
Target bag of blood.
Yeah. Well, also, we should totally reference band names.
Oh God! Get your list out.
So yeah,
That should be a daily thing.
You're familiar.
I mean, a weekly thing.
You're
Yes.
familiar with the. Yeah,
Oh,
Rick
absolutely.
is known about the band.
Oh
list
yeah,
for-
that's still the Scary Larry and the Hairy Areolas. Yeah, this is the hardest one to say, but it makes me laugh the most.
Scary Jerry and
Scary
the Harry
Jerry and the Harry
Areola.
Yoyolas. Yeah. That's. I think that's at the top. That's like the number 2 or 3. It's.
It's got to be close.
You should read off your latest 5 for everybody.
Latest 5?
Yes.
Okay, so just to set the or give some history, we started this band. I don't even know how it started. It was like sitting around drinking one night, obviously.
Yeah.
And we said some phrase and like, "Oh, that's a great band name." I'm like, "Oh, we should write that down." And then from then on, it just became a thing. Anytime
I will tell you, it was created in August 31st, 2015.
Wow.
Oh, is it? Did you pull that out of your dream journal?
I call it Evernote, but yeah.
Oh, you still have Evernote?
Only for this.
I've been paid $64 a month. Keep this list alive.
Worth it. Worth it. Worth it 100%.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah, it's actually
I don't know if you
number
have-
4.
I don't know if you have the. I think I am the owner of the master list though at this point.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, because I've added to it since, and I don't have Evernote anymore.
I mean, the last name that I have on here is that we can use to reconcile. It's gold-plated boners. And before that is one of my favorites, lady buttholes.
No, we've had some since then.
Well, what's your list in?
Just notes on my phone. I guess I can share that.
Yeah, you can share that.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that'll be the new. You can cancel your subscription.
We need to reconcile.
You're gonna get a call,
Exactly.
Mr. Stone. Are you sure you want to cancel?
Yeah,
We can- you know,
Jason's
we
got
can lower the
bad-
price of that.
For another 3 months, you can give at a half price.
Yeah.
I still use Evernote. I
I
actually
literally
do.
just deleted the app this week.
Did you?
Yeah.
Just weren't using it anymore?
No.
Does Notes do everything that Evernote previously
I have,
did for you?
I have so many other options. There's just no need for it. Never Notes, what I called it, because I never used it.
Never used it.
Yeah. So anyway, the band list has been living for how long? What year was that?
2015.
It's got to be before that.
Well, I mean,
It was-
when
'cause that's
when it
2015.
was.
That's when you
brought
started
into
writing
Evernote.
it down.
Yeah, no, it was before that.
Well,
because
yeah.
2015 is whenever I went out on my own, and it existed pre that. So,
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, that was the first. Like, just you left the house by yourself. one
Yes,
time?
I ventured out. It's like, look at this bright light and all the real world.
It's kind of like it was kind of like Truman Show.
Exactly.
Yeah, we brought the sight down and showed him that there's a big world out there. Yeah, you know, the idea is now that AI is caught up to our dreams
Yeah.
is to create the coffee table book.
Or nightmares.
Exactly.
Either way, but create a coffee table book where you basically let AI create the album covers for these fake bands,
And like
Gotcha.
Chat,
becomes-
and let
Gotcha.
ChatGPT do
Yeah.
the behind the music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
But
really.
I mean, now
at
all
this,
of a
it's just
sudden a joke
effortless.
writes itself.
Yeah, literally writes itself.
Yeah.
So anyway, so we've been keeping up with this list for a number of years, over a decade at least.
Yes.
And now it's become this whole thing that everybody now contributes to. Even my kids contribute to it.
I feel like it started around Pittsburgh.
It's close. What was before Pittsburgh? It'd be Atlanta.
Pittsburgh ISAF.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be Atlanta or
Yeah.
no.
Was
not
it Atlanta the last
it'd be-
ISAF
it'd be-
before
it'd be
IML closed?
2014.
I
I think LA was.
And if you guys are wondering why these guys travel a lot, they sell their bodies for sex.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
we do it out of town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
you
I mean, you
don't-
don't get caught.
You
Yeah.
don't shit where you eat.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh.
That's their new tourism. You don't shit where you eat. Pittsburgh.
Dude,
If you're looking to get debaucherous, don't shit where you eat.
Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh.
exactly.
Brought to you by Pittsburgh Visitor Visitor.
And Heinz ketchup. Yeah, so the last one was disco brisket.
Disco brisket.
yeah.
Nice. Nice.
I like that. Disco brisket.
And there's always a story behind every one of them.
Oh, 100%.
And then there's
Whiskey Dick and the Mumbled Apology. Story. Go. Kick to the tits.
yeah, it is quite the exhaustive list.
It really is. And it's what really is amazing to me is it started with we just had this simple joke and idea, fake band names. It sort of created then momentum for itself. But what really started showing the beauty of it as sort of an abstract idea come to life was when people would be around us, they would hear the story, and then they would start providing theirs. So it became like a group
for
thing.
sure, yeah.
And then people felt like they belonged. All of a sudden, it was like a building of a tribe that was just based on lunacy and a silly idea.
Yeah,
but
and absolutely,
people really...
and absolutely not safe for work.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
No.
And
The opposite of whatever safe for work is. Yeah, that was... And it became almost like, how can you say the most... it was like the Aristocrats. How can you say something that sounds the most unbelievable...
Yet also believable at the same time. Of like
for a band.
Yeah.
And we would always check it like a spell check in our head with putting it in the context of, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stage, and then insert the band name just to see how it sounded.
Right.
To make sure that
Like one of my favorites is there's two bands that always play together.
Oh, no.
all the time.
And
Yep.
let me find it.
They're best seen on a show
poster.
poster for sure.
Which is I know it. I don't have to look it
Yeah,
up.
you don't need to look it up.
Doors at 6. Show starts at 8. There's the two bands,
Yeah.
but the times of the show are totally different.
Exactly.
You got to really be a fan to be there when you need to be there. A lot of people are showing up pissed,
Yeah.
and that's how you know they're
Yeah.
not.
Doors
part
at
of
7 is when the doors open, but Doors at 6 plays
Yeah,
at 9, and then they play before shows at 8.
Yeah.
So-
Exactly.
It gets very confusing for those that aren't true followers.
oh, absolutely. So why are we here? Why are we doing this?
Is that just? Oh, you.
So
You said why are we
all
here?
right.
My first thought.
No, from the beginning.
My first thought was what an
like an
what an
existential question.
existential question. That got heavy quick. But you mean like
Yeah. Why are we doing this? Why are we doing this podcast thing? What is it called anyway? Tentatively named the A-POD-Calypse Now.
A-POD-Calypse Now?
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Okay. Rick, do you approve?
Yes.
Okay.
There was a part of me that wanted to do.
Wrong button. I meant this one.
Or was it? It's called Read the Room, right?
Read.
right. Know your audience.
Yeah, know your audience. Read the room.
I thought you said
These guys like pie.
I thought you said read the womb. And I'm like, what?
There's that too. I mean,
Weed the womb.
weed the womb. It's all this manscaping. Might as well
Dude.
weed the womb.
I'm just going to start.
Elmer
I'm
Fudd.
just going to start using that from now on.
Weed the womb.
Come on, guys. Read the womb.
Read the womb. Does he have a speech impediment? No, he's
no,
telling you to read the womb.
Yeah. He's
Know
got
your audience.
He loves babies.
Yeah.
He thinks they should all be
In
high.
utero. Like he likes holding baby. No, he loves them before they're born.
It's like a poster for an OBGYN office. Read the womb.
Oh, I was workshopping.
Oh.
I was workshopping because you're obviously you've had some substance. The other name for the show could have been Dummies on Gummies.
Dummies.
I
on
like that a lot.
Dummies on gummies.
Dummies on gummies.
Yeah, man.
Dude, I can see little gummies shaped like the safety
That's
dummies.
outstanding.
Yeah.
And we could sell those.
Dummies on gummies.
I mean, if I
that.
ate gummies, that would be great. But
Well, I mean,
we'll
you'll
do
have
it.
to.
We'll do it.
Yeah.
I just observe.
Don't worry. You don't have to worry about the gummies. We got that part covered.
We got you.
you fill in the dummy part.
No. He's like, we got the gummies. Just bring the brown.
Wing the brown and
Wing the
wing the wound.
Whoa.
Weed the womb.
Wing that brown.
I feel like I want to open up like a new waxing shop or something. That's the name on the front doors.
No, it would be like,
Brazilians.
let's say, what try to put something
Now I wish I had that button.
Is that number 5? Play it 5 again.
yeah.
Is that 5?
That's 5.
Okay, that's 5.
This
I mean,
is
this
6.
week,
I think he took all the gummies.
I think so.
By the way, the world sounds better through these.
It really does.
I know.
I was thinking the same thing.
As soon as I got up, I felt like, oh my God, I hope I don't
I'm
miss
missing
anything.
something.
yeah. A little FOMO.
It's like I was distracted.
But
even while
I
checking
think about this is why I got the headset now that's not over my ear for shows.
Right.
Is because I can't stand how these feel on my glasses.
Yeah.
Speaking of glasses, did you notice my glasses?
Yes.
Are they different?
Yep. He's got some metas.
I got some metas.
Yeah.
Oh, the count with the cameras?
Yeah.
Yep.
I've been live streaming the entire time, guys.
See,
Nice.
that's nice.
So is that just for all the airport bathrooms that? What's
Oh yeah.
Wow. Holy
great glasses?
smoke. Wow.
How long have you had them?
Like 4 days. I actually really like them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You had your prescription put in them?
Yeah. So I could see.
Yeah, right.
Still want the function of the glasses. Go ahead.
Yeah, tell me everything.
Oh, fuck. Prescription these?
Please turn left. Please turn left.
So tell me, what's the what do you have to do to facilitate the recording?
You just to the recording. You
Just have to think about it.
You're at Neuralink.
There's a button right here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's still.
But no, you can just ask it to do things. Like I can.
What do you ask it to do,
Well,
Jason?
if you only knew. But like you can, like I can ask it, like I could look at a dog and go, hey, Meta,
Oh, I heard it.
look, what am I looking at right now?
No, you're staring at me. What's it gonna say?
And it's got like little speakers in the ear things.
Yeah.
You are looking at a person wearing headphones.
Wow.
Microphone.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
You're looking at a person wearing headphones.
So where are the speakers?
Talking into a microphone.
They're right
on
here,
the
wow.
temple.
right aimed at your ear.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, you could look. Like I looked at a tree and it told me what kind of tree it was.
Really?
No
Like I
shit.
looked at my dog. So what kind of dog is that? He goes, appears to be a husky.
That is a marijuana plant.
So what's the weirdest
should
thing?
smoke it.
What's the weirdest thing? How long have you had them?
The 4 days.
What's a weird? Have you like pushed the envelope on?
Dude, you know the first
Hazing
thing, you know
yourself
the
with them?
You know the first thing I would do?
Yeah,
well,
well, I
you
think
know.
we do.
No.
I think we do.
Dude, go look at
It's called Pornhub.
You must be a grower, not a shower.
Well, I got bifocals, so it enlarges everything by default.
Good for you.
Good luck on going through puberty.
So when you
We have
ask
some books that we could recommend.
you ask
How
it,
do you
what,
deal with
what are you looking
bullying?
at?
What'd you say, Rick?
So you ask it what I'm looking at. I just wondered if it'd be like, and it's like, what the fuck am I looking at? And like,
You
a
could go
clown
to
riding a
jail for that.
unicycle, juggling ponies. I don't know. It's like, what the fuck am I looking at?
A
man?
worm crawling out of a bush.
But yeah, they're great. I like them.
So what's a practical use?
I don't
I
know.
mean, capturing stuff.
Yeah, the photos are actually really great. I mean, it's surprisingly like high fidelity photos.
How about the video? It's just like compressed MP4. What-
Yeah. But it's it only records for 3 minutes. That's the
Oh, really?
yeah. So there's a
So perfect for like
yeah. It's like
bedroom.
I mean,
Yeah.
2 minutes too long.
Just 2 minutes to spare.
Unless you're going to do it twice.
You can have a whole year.
Hit number 5, please.
Hang on.
Well, yeah. So I would be curious, like 6 months in from now, what
drawer are they going to be in?
I was gonna be a little kinder, but yes, yeah. Well, yeah. Like, what's the long-term go-to use? Do you think? Any idea, or I guess you'll discover.
I mean,
as
I'm
you
thinking
go.
like if I'm like, let's say I'm at a show and something's wrong with the screen, I don't have to pull my phone out and like start recording. I can.
Oh, you mean like a production that you're
Yeah.
on the clock for, not like a concert or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or even a concert. I don't have to hold my phone up. I can just go
Yep.
and record.
Something that really intrigues me is, does it have live captioning? Does it have live captioning yet?
Well, you can't see it in the glass.
Yeah,
No. But I mean, like repeating, like hearing audio. I think that would be.
It
huge.
reads my text.
Okay.
And like,
so,
it does.
Yeah, like if I'm on, I'll get a text and say,
So
so and so just texted you, and to read off the text.
So I know Meta.
Based
has-
on your settings for
Yeah, you just-
notifications, but that's adds itself into.
Yeah,
your
I don't have to look at
notifications
anything.
option. That's cool.
Is
Now,
it
see,
like
that's-
subscription based or
No.
anything? It just
No.
does.
Just an app.
See, that's
Which is
that's why
great.
I'm loving Meta right now. Meta, like I know they have the technology right now on the Quest 3 to do live captioning, which is crazy. So basically,
what does that mean?
So basically, I can have it in pass-through mode, and you can be talking,
Like subtitles, basically.
and I get live
Yeah.
subtitles of what you're saying.
Closed captioning.
So basically, like for translations or
You can do translation.
so
You can read signs.
that's what I'm saying. So it'd be great if I know they're already doing this with the Quest 3, but man, if they could incorporate it into that to where you can have live captioning. Think about the deaf impaired. Think about.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Accessibility
it's
extension,
huge.
yeah.
It's huge, and that's where I see this stuff going, and that's what excites me.
Yeah,
because,
I think it's. I mean,
yeah,
you got to embrace it. It's here.
absolutely.
So why not take advantage of it?
Right.
Yep.
So it's like, if I can walk around and like I need to know something, I can just look at it and go, "Hey, tell me what that is."
Man, what the fuck am I looking at?
Exactly.
That's a butthole.
Back away! Back away! Back away!
and I will say, I really think
It's a box of donuts.
Move closer! Move closer!
I think Meta's way ahead of Apple right now in that regard. Because I've got Vision Pro, and it's like I love it. It's great, but it's so fucking bulky. It's terrible. It's like
Now,
what-
when you say it's so bulky, you mean the form factor of it?
it's every headset.
It's goggles, man.
every headset,
Yeah, yeah.
dude. I mean,
But
anything.
how else are you going to get that immersive?
But I love it. But the thing
But
I'm
it's
saying,
just- it's a-
but it's
it-
not practical.
Right.
This is I think
This is very practical.
exactly. And if we could take 20% of the cool features from all these headsets and incorporate it into that, which is like I said,
Yeah.
live captions. Why can't those go into like a transition type mode and then project something on you?
Right.
But
in a
these
small
are
window.
these are like
No, I'm just saying.
yeah, shout out to the nerd herd.
Yeah. I've got a following up.
what
there
up,
now.
nerd herd?
Yeah, smash that subscribe button.
Yep. Speaking of manhunt,
But yeah, I
ask it if I'm a nerd. Come on, man.
okay. Hey Meta, take a look and tell me if I'm looking at a nerd.
You're looking at him.
I can't help with that kind of photo or request.
Oh, it's not into bullying.
Good for Meta.
These glasses are so woke.
It didn't say I won't help with that request. It said I can.
I can't.
Today,
Yeah.
I'll tell you privately.
Yeah. Get with me later.
So woke.
That's really exciting. I might look into getting a pair. Seriously.
Oh, I'm looking through them now,
Yeah. So.
literally.
Yeah.
I feel like you in those glasses, I feel differently about than I do with him in those glasses, and I don't know why.
Why?
I'm not sure why.
Is there an indicator
What do you
to
mean?
this,
Yes.
like the outside world that says it's recording?
Yeah, here.
Yeah.
I'll start recording right now.
Oh, yeah, that's a pretty good indicator. The giant white LED.
No, I'm not recording at all, guys. Just take off your pants. Slower. Slower.
I am Locutus of Borg.
You're not an old Navy manager. What are you doing in the changing room?
What the fuck am I looking at, man?
The cops are on their way. The cops are on their way.
Remain where you are.
I will tell you, there's a couple places that would be handy though as a flashlight.
There's not an option for that.
Look, your recording light. It's a recording
I know,
light.
but I mean, like, there's
Giant beam.
There's not just a flashlight option.
Well, so there's one in each
there's
temple
only,
there.
Was a camera. I think one's
Cameras in one and the other's a light.
No, I think they're both cameras. I think one is still, one is video. I think.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah,
But
I think.
only one lit up on the right.
Well, I think there's only one light.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. You should use that light as a flashlight.
There's no.
No
You have to
feature.
record.
Yeah.
There's no.
So you could only do something for 3 minutes, and then you couldn't do it.
Yeah, it's like you better work fast. And
To
then
our
watch it
point
back and see what you did
earlier.
wrong. Come here, I only got 3 minutes.
It works out great for the video part to judge afterwards.
Yeah.
Improve your form.
Man, yeah, we could break one of those down on our next podcast if you
I
want us
think
to.
we just do it.
I think that's what that was.
Dear Meta, we need 3 more in order to get a real accurate.
This segment brought to you by Meta.
But there's an off button, like a little slide right here.
So you can turn them into
Yeah.
glasses.
And here's the case. Got the case. You could see like whenever you charge.
Oh, wow, that's sweet.
Look at that.
That's my regular glass.
So it's
Are
a
they
charging.
Ray-Ban that makes those?
yeah, Ray-Ban.
It's a charging case.
Yeah,
Does Bausch & Lomb make your lenses? The whole thing comes from Bausch & Lomb?
I just went to Lens Crafters,
Oh, okay.
and they're really not that much more than regular glasses, to be honest.
Which, by the way, is
Which glasses?
a racket.
Glasses are
Total
super
racket.
expensive
absolutely.
anyway.
Total racket.
Absolutely.
I mean,
Yep.
so
Total racket.
the one thing it's like there's 2 things: the battery. The battery does not last a day. I mean, you're done at the end of the day.
Yeah. Because it's always on standby, obviously.
Yeah. And it does because it's pinging your phone quite a bit, and it does.
Drain your battery on your phone.
Yeah. And it drains the people around me, their battery for like, God, stop talking about it.
You're making me do product demos.
Wow. You really had me sold into that one.
Here
I
he
really
comes
believed
again.
you.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh, God. Here comes MetaMan.
I want to talk about my glasses.
By the way, did you see how cool I am?
How do those match like your clown outfit when you see these kids?
Blends right in. Blends right in.
I'll show you the video later.
The wig covers up the microphone.
It's a pirate outfit.
Yeah, clowns.
Sexy pirate.
Sexy pirate. Fucking Halloween. Everything's turned into sex.
Sexy,
It's terrible, man.
Sexy zombie.
sexy minion.
Sexy minion.
I don't know what it means, but I am turned on.
I didn't know where that was coming from. Oh, my God.
Where is it? Meta, where the fuck's that coming from?
I am crying so much right now from laughing.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
No, that's the point. That's-
my tears are like... I mean,
Speaking of
Of what?
no segue whatsoever.
I know.
You guys see where there's a movie coming out about the backup plan for the landing on the moon mission?
no.
No.
I forget if it's Apple.
Oh, is
or-
that with Scarlett Johansson?
Yes.
Yeah.
So wait for it to trigger lots of conspiracy theories, but the film is covering the fact that there was a backup plan in case something went wrong for landing on the moon back in.
Is it fictional or is it for
Sure,
real?
I'm sure.
Well, no, I think it's based on the reality that there was a backup plan. That I believe that's undisputed. That
Oh, it
that's
is?
been proven that there was a backup plan of, hey,
Fake it.
should something happen, how can we, look to Hollywood to help portray what landing on the moon would be like. I think that's where a lot of the conspiracy theories come from that then involve
Well, most conspiracy theories are based somewhat.
right
in-
and
Well,
some string of reality.
But this goes to Stanley Kubrick.
Correct.
Yeah. I mean, they talk about, there's still people today. It's like,
Yeah.
look at the shirt he's wearing. It has a little spaceship on it.
and which I believe they
Yeah.
approached him, but what's not clear to me from the fact side was if he actually had any involvement whatsoever or not. I do believe he was approached, and I think that's the line the film takes. But it'll be interesting to see what that then does once that movie's out there to fuel those fires to reignite the conspiracy that we never landed on the
I don't
moon.
think you need to reignite it.
Oh God,
It's just
there's-
burning.
Yeah, it's all on fire.
Yeah. Which is probably another great category we should always try to include, just a touch base on, like a conspiracy of the week, whether it's acknowledging an
good.
old or something that just sort of bubbled up to the surface. But I think that's one worth touching on too, because most of them will blow your fucking mind.
Absolutely.
Every day.
You just
Yeah.
can't believe.
I mean, I'm on. You scroll through TikTok and you go, "Oh God, I hate people."
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. It's like, what, you still think the Earth is flat? Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
My favorite though is from that all the flat earthers need to join that Facebook where they gather flat earthers from around the globe.
Around the globe.
Not around the plate, not around the disc, around the globe.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
God, that's great. Yeah. The globe.
And it's so sad. I mean, I know people that
You know flat earthers like in
I know
real time.
I know a flat earther here in Louisville.
RIL.
Do you really?
Absolutely.
Or-
What's his name? Let's call him.
Get him on.
First caller.
First caller.
Hey yo.
Larry.
I hope to God he never hears this. But
Don't worry.
Number 5, punch it. That was sick.
I like them both.
but I just can't believe that we have people out here that think our world is flat. It
Yeah, I
just
mean,
blows
we-
my mind.
Took care of that so long ago, or so we thought. But I do have to draw attention here. Jason's getting a fresh pour, and I think we should acknowledge Colonel E.H. Taylor, small batch. Jason, tell us a little bit about it.
It's yum yum in my tum tum. That's all I know.
It's brown in the bottle. Fits right in my cup holder in my car.
Arm on it.
Which, by the way, I have to.
Sounds like we're getting a chance
this-
card
this-
off of that bourbon game real quick.
This is a segue to our dear friend Paul Dunsford, who has a great story about how he learned, in his words, how he learned about centrifugal force. Was his father sitting a glass of scotch on that hump that used to be right there in between the floorboard of the driver's side and the passenger side in the front, and I could take corners, and that glass would hang on tight. And that was. I don't know if that blended in with the same story about how
He cut the seatbelts out of
his
the car.
his dad worked at the car factory there. I don't remember which brand, GM maybe, but yeah, the
One
first
of the,
thing he would
one
do.
of the death traps.
Yeah, first thing you do when he'd pull in with that brand new car once a year would be run in the kitchen, grab a knife, and cut those pesky seatbelts so you didn't sit on them, because that was back in the day where
Yeah, they were just flopping.
they were
around.
loose. Yeah, they were annoying. Most people would just tuck them in.
He's
for
like, I don't want any
resale
chance of
value.
us using these things.
But dude, oh my God. I mean, that's scary.
Centrifugal force, though. That's Paul popped up
Yeah.
back in the day real quick with, that's daddy's scotch on that hump.
Yeah.
That's how I learned
but
about it.
Paul needs to come out here on Beyond This because
Oh, yeah, we got to have
the
it.
Paulisms. Have you heard some of his Paulisms?
I'll tell you the
I've
one
heard a
that
few. I've
struck
heard a
me
few.
the other day that
you
I reminded
were you in
myself
Target?
of. I was not in Target. No, not that one. That one's good, too. No, the one about disappointment.
Oh, that gets me every time.
It used to just be funny to me, and now it's heavier to me because the truth that it rings out with is just
What-
so
what is
palpable.
this
What is
one?
it?
How did he put it?
It said so.
Life.
We were sitting at lunch, and as we would always do, just kind of this, but not recorded.
Yeah, stream of consciousness.
Yeah.
And
Make each other laugh. Deep
our
thoughts.
other good friend Lauren, she was talking about how something went wrong, and she was very disappointed. And
Yeah.
Paul chimes in and goes, "Lauren, you'll find out the older you get, the more comfortable you are with disappointment."
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Which
And it was hilarious at the time.
Yeah.
super funny, but then
Yeah.
it,
Fast
for
forward
some
10
reason,
years.
Yeah.
even like within the last 2 weeks, and I can't remember the moment and what spurred the thought, but the thought came to me. I laughed at thinking of it, and then sat with it for a minute and was like, that's so beyond profound.
I know.
because it's so true,
It's like
and it like hits at a real solid foundational level of everything.
Yeah,
But
and it
yes,
totally crushed Lauren's will to live at that point.
as it was intended.
Just drown it like a cat.
Wait for it. Wait for it. It'll stop fighting. It'll stop. There.
Just accept it.
Accept
The golden embrace of death, oncoming death.
Which really, to circle back,
Meta, stop recording.
which really, to circle back to our discussion earlier of, there's always one in the family, and our mention of Randy Quaid. It's similar to that moment in Christmas Vacation with the dog. If he humps your leg, just let him finish. Same thing.
With Paul, just let him finish.
Just best let him finish.
Because you're going to enjoy this truth serum he's going to pop on you.
Life's disappointments, best just let him finish.
That one's, And the other one, the Target one, was like,
classic.
sometimes I like to put on a pair of khakis and a red polo and just go to Target and mess with people.
Paul said that?
Because you know how helpful he would be. Excuse me, sir.
Where's betting?
Back in your house.
Get out of here.
Leave.
Get
out of here.
We're all full of stupid.
What, do I look like I work at Target? Yes, you do, actually. My mistake.
Oh, my God. That would be the best ever.
Yeah. And of all people, as helpful as Paul would be, he starts by turning and looking at you like you're the dumbest thing on the planet without saying a word. It's glorious. So glorious.
Where do you have DVDs? Don't you have to be stupid somewhere else?
Oh, my God.
Right next to the laser disc.
I think in order to sort of have that attitude and that fun and that self-humility, a lot of that comes from live production.
Yeah.
It's really one of the rare things that you're all sort of experiencing that adrenaline in the moment. There's just nothing.
So you keep
it.
referencing, but I don't know. Should we even explain what it is we do?
Yeah, I think it might be. It's one of those things where I'm like an editor in the production industry.
You have a face for radio.
Have a face for radio. That is correct.
Podcast.
And
Yeah, you do.
Non-video podcast.
Yeah. On video podcast.
Engineering chimes in. Yeah, you do.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
It's so
I need some new sound effects.
Yeah,
I
you
don't like
do.
these anymore.
Yeah, you do.
But no, seriously, in post-production, yes, it's stressful. We work a lot of long hours and stuff, but you don't have somebody like yelling in your ear for that whole time,
Right.
Well, if you have the right clients.
Exactly.
It's true.
But, and so, when COVID happened, you guys were trying to survive. We were trying to survive. We'd always we were sort of competitors for a while, I guess, or different companies, whatever.
The companies could have been.
Yeah, they were crazy, but IML's now gone. And so we figured out a way to bring post-production and live together virtually and streaming. And I was scared shitless because what you guys because what you guys have to go through on the live end, it was a new world for me. And I really respected what you guys have been through. And so like I said,
that's your mistake.
No. And so when I talk about humility and things like that, I think, every show has a little bit of that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you have to, and you have to lean on the person sitting next to you, because not to downplay people in the military at all. I want to say that, but it's very close to that because your life's not on the line, but your livelihood is on the line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because of the person next to you, if they fail, then we might kiss this client or this show goodbye.
Exactly.
You all instantly become collateral damage.
Yeah. So you depend heavily on each other, and you can. The good thing is you can weed out the people you don't want to be around really quick too.
Right.
But that's why when we travel, it's because we travel because we've made relationships with people that we love to work with, and they love to work with us or whoever that is. So they bring you in, like they could find anybody to press a button.
Yep.
Literally, they could find anybody. But it's that whole process of working.
I mean, you guys found me that one time.
Yeah, I said, hey,
pressing a button.
Craigslist, can you press a button with your pants on?
Yeah, gonna need pants.
So that's why. But yeah, like you could find anybody to do what we do, but not do what we do as well and integrated with other people, and you develop all this shorthand of doing your job, and somebody doesn't have to. I have to explain everything to you. Just like, this is what I want. Okay, got it, done. So that's what makes you invaluable. On top of being good at what you do, you just have this other element to it. It's almost unquantifiable of what you do. But it's cool, and I've been doing it for I don't know, 20-something years. Ugh.
Been a while, yeah. The years add up.
And see, that's something I really respect, just because, my little foray into it was, it would just become a shared event with everybody that was there.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's part of the collaboration.
It became such a shared event.
A shared experience of going through
Exactly.
COVID.
Yep.
Because none of us had ever gone through that before.
Yep.
I mean, on top of the stress of work,
Yeah. And
but the stress of what the entire world was going through. But we developed some really great bits from it.
yeah.
I mean,
Workflows.
the
Band names.
Yep.
the television ideas. I mean, I still am hoping that we can make COVID Hobo.
Well, didn't we also have...
See? I mean,
Just the name alone.
that's where this started, I think, guys. I think this
Well,
is
yeah,
where...
because
Wasn't there Jesus MD?
it was JCMD.
JCMD. That. I mean,
And
guys.
the show starts with him driving up with his spot. It's WWJD, and he arrives in his IROC Z with his T-tops out.
JCMD.
JC, it's like Quincy, but
Does he have a secretary?
Yeah, I forget some of the bits.
Oh, no, he's a doctor, so he wouldn't have it. He would have a receptionist.
yeah. Ironically, her name was Mary.
Hey, Mom.
I've got a mom thing. So
Yeah, there were some bits I can't remember.
and he just
that we worked in there.
withholds healing everyone. It's like, maybe today you cured.
Yeah. It's not a given.
It's not a given. You got to earn it.
Yeah. Exactly. It's part of the deal. Whatever his
And,
second coming.
it's like Love Boat. There's all these guest stars.
You got guests.
Every time you guys do this, you almost pull me in. Every time.
I forgot COVID Hobo.
Yeah, COVID Hobo.
COVID Hobo.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, that was more of like a
No
digital
teeth,
short.
no taste, no inhibitions.
The COVID.
I lost my sight, because of the COVID.
He hunkers down for a jerky back by the dumpster.
I can't find a lady friend, because of COVID.
Yeah, it turns out none of it has anything to do with COVID.
I know. I lost my Target gift card, because of the COVID.
Every problem is based on COVID. None of it has
It's relatable.
anything to do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Get out of here, COVID hobo.
Not my fault of all the COVID.
You want to make out? By the dumpster.
Wait a second. You're just a hobo.
Oh, I get it. No, because of the COVID.
Roll credits. I mean, the show's only 2 minutes long.
Yeah, no, they're quick. It's more of an Adult Swim thriller.
Or an adult drowning.
Or an
Either.
adult drowning. Little robot chicken insert. That's kind of what we're targeting.
Then we had the the independent film of the paper rock scissors,
Yes.
the PRS.
Oh, yes.
PRS.
Forgot about that.
Yeah.
Treat it like,
All these things, by the way, are
copyright.
pending.
Sure they are.
all rights reserved. Yeah, I forgot about that. Weren't they gonna treat that sort of like the old Stallone 80s over the top?
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Turn something
Like the
that
arm
is so
wrestling
small.
movie?
Yeah, and turn it in, blow it up into a big thing.
But have a little bit of dodgeball in there, too. You know what I mean?
A lot of
Com-
dodgeball.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's got to meet the climax, whatever,
Yes.
Oh, there'll be a climax.
Again, a couple of times in 3 minutes.
What would the, what would the
Make
climax
the whole
be?
movie on your
What would
glasses.
the climax be? Would the climax be he's taking his fist down and he's making a pair of scissors and he breaks his finger? I mean, what is
Right.
it?
He's
Yeah,
got a
what is-
hangnail the night before.
I mean, I can't do it. It's got to fight through the night. Yeah.
Gotta have a montage.
You gotta get out there, Rock.
You're going to eat lightning and crab thunder. Yeah, over the top. What an amazing adventure.
Again,
that
back to
was.
the 80s. I mean,
Hey, Rick,
Yeah.
you said earlier you just celebrate a birthday. Here's a random question for an old white guy. You ever had a kidney stone?
No.
want one?
No.
I have mine in a bottle. You can put it on your shelf.
Hey,
No,
do you-
my dad used to get them, but I never had one.
Yeah.
He drank a lot. Never have drank milk. I don't know if that has anything to do with anything.
Like never?
No, I don't drink
Ever?
milk.
No,
Never.
Don't like it.
It doesn't have anything to do with it.
No, that's
You ever had one, Jamie?
Whatever it has to do with it, I don't have that.
milk, yeah. I love
No,
milk.
you ever had a kidney stone?
Oh, no.
Public service announcement.
No, my dad had one.
Dude, I'm working on one now.
You're working on one?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
As
Like
we speak.
you're trying to make one?
Yeah. It's for my Etsy shop.
Oh, that's why he has 16 glasses of milk right here.
Oh, jeez.
Kidney stones on demand.
It's unbelievable.
Give me a second.
Yeah, like giving birth, they say. Yeah.
So where are you? And where,
Well, I thought a cold. was
currently,
like
where
that.
are you in your kidney stone progression?
I feel like I may have gotten lucky and it might have finally passed. I started working on this stone Sunday
Sorry.
morning.
The,
Is this
the
your
irony.
first one?
Matthew Stone.
Matthew Kidney Stone.
Yeah, you started it.
I think you pulled a most of rolling your eyes.
So you've had them before.
Yeah, once a stone maker, always a stone maker, they
Yep,
say.
yep.
That's what my doctor told me.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
which I was super excited to find out. Incredibly painful.
Painful currently? Now you're in pain?
No.
Oh.
It doesn't show.
Well, I mean, he's in a different type of pain right now.
He's been sitting here for 2 hours.
Emotional. No, it starts pain in your lower back, and then it feels like you've been sitting on your nuts for a day. Yeah, it's horrible. But all for a little grain.
Jamie
of
does that
sand.
by choice.
Yeah.
Sits on his sack.
Yes,
yeah.
yes. It's like, woo, what is
it?
that?
Can they? Is it one of those kind where they can blow it up with the ultrasound or
That's
whatever?
what my dad had.
That's what they do if
They
you
put-
can't pass it.
Yeah, they put him in a tub and just shot him with
I mean,
sonar.
have you seen the movie Armageddon? That's basically what they're going to do.
What's
wait,
interesting, my dad had them. They
Bruce
can be
Willis is going in there?
hereditary. And my dad couldn't pass one. And when they went in and did the imaging, it was like a dragon's nest. There was like 15 of them just sitting there waiting. They were like, oh, my God. Yeah, and so then they'll blast them and wait for them to pass. But, yeah.
See, I've always heard tea is a big contributor to that.
Is there a contributor? Or
Yeah,
is it-
dehydration is a contributor, and it's basically just like anything. The more you dilute your system, the less chance you have of building
And they-
up. But it's a mineral deposit.
Okay, yeah.
And they do say like drinking beer, because beer makes you pee a lot.
Yeah, anything citrus is good because of the acid will help break it down. But yeah, when in doubt, stay hydrated.
I remember being so scared to walk in my sister's bedroom to like get something for her because she
What
had
was
that,
your sister doing?
she'd be like in the living room.
Is she
say,
older or younger?
Hey, older.
Were you sneaking in?
No, she'd be like, hey, go get me something out of my room, and I go get it for her, right? But she had the shag carpet,
Oh yeah.
Afraid of what was in there.
and she always had like posters, and I know,
Oh, like
I knew,
thumbtacks?
and I
Yeah.
knew there were thumbtacks there. It's like I'm not fucking going in
Yeah,
there,
yeah.
man.
I've been there.
You get that yourself.
Yeah. I've gotten that. Before.
Kids these days don't
Yeah.
understand.
Shag.
Yeah,
No.
you have to go through that to change the channel on your TV. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember when just getting the one attached with a cord was a big deal.
Yeah.
The remote.
I mean,
Yep.
when did they finally take off the word cordless off of TV boxes
Right.
and VCRs?
What did you say there?
Translate.
Translate.
My son and I, so
Meta?
Ben is super into, what he sees as retro,
Yeah.
and
Yeah, from the 90s.
Every time he's telling me about how cool this stuff is, I'm like, yeah, but for those of us that grew up and have evolved through it, we're not looking in the rear view because you see it as nostalgia and we see it as that's what we improved upon.
Yeah.
To pull the laser disc out and flip it over to watch the rest of your movie is not cool.
No, it's not.
I mean-
but it is a good excuse to go get more bourbon.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you don't
You know,
like hitting
or
the pause
the
button.
brown.
The brown.
Get some of the brown. Good. Yummy.
Yeah, so I find it fascinating to those that didn't experience that in real time look back in a different sense of nostalgia.
Which is funny though. Like I don't look back at when my parents are around in that same light.
No,
Like that looks awful.
no.
Like
Yeah, I was the remote control.
Yeah.
yeah,
Ricky, get up and change the channel, Ricky.
You betcha.
I know.
throw a shoe at
Put
you.
it on Lawrence Welk. I know. But I want to watch Hee Haw.
You only got two choices.
Click, click, click.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight.
Oh, God, that's awesome.
Unless you want to watch fuzzy PBS.
Yeah. And I remember coming back from college when my family had made the giant leap to satellite. But it wasn't like Dish Network. This was like
The giant.
the giant that
yeah.
required, concrete foundation and literally turn.
Yeah, I mean, like you.
as you changed the
Yeah.
channel.
It's like like you were making the movie Contact in your backyard.
Yes. And then coming home from college, I realized quickly the fine tuning buttons allowed you to go in between the channels, and that's how you could watch. We
A
watched
boob.
pornography, but it was like through a blizzard.
I like how you said the whole word. Too.
Yeah. Well, you had to back then. That tells you it was a long time ago.
We used to say the entire word.
Pornography.
But yeah, it was you dialed in and watched it through the snow, so it was like watching porn through a
I
blizzard.
used to watch HBO like that on
Yes.
the cable box.
Oh, me too.
Or Skinamax.
Skinamax.
You could. I mean, how many movies I watched on HBO that I couldn't see the picture on? I just listened to them.
Yeah.
And I loved
Put that slider on the cable. The cable box that had the slider on it.
Oh, you had one of those.
Yes, yes, you could do the little fine tuning.
Yeah.
I was reading an old comic last night. Surprise, surprise.
Yeah.
Nerd alert.
It was from 1982. It's Amazing Spider-Man.
Amazing Spider-Man.
Issue number 235.
I've got it recorded here if you want to see
So,
it.
but
Here's a video of me reading.
you can read it with me. I read it out loud. So
So the question is
Reenactment.
is this imagining you pulling it out of the protective cellophane with your white gloves on reading it, or is this just a casual comic?
there weren't white gloves.
Yep, knew it.
It was freshly pressed.
The black plastic one.
But what's so funny to go back and read those old comics is to see all the old ads. Like
Oh, yeah,
they're
yeah,
fascinating.
Yeah, what was?
That's what
So it was like Saturday morning CBS cartoons,
Yeah.
and it was like Warner Brothers, Looney Tunes. Yeah, of course. Do you remember a cartoon called Gilligan's Planet?
no.
No way.
So this was a franchise.
How did
spin-off?
they get
Are
to
they
the
space
planet?
I don't
traveling?
know. I don't know. It was just an ad for. There was no explanation. Yeah,
Somebody look it up.
Gilligan's Planet.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And was a comic?
No, it was a cartoon.
It was like Gilligan's Island in space. That's what it sounds like to
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
That's
But
exactly what
But
it
in
sounds
animation
like.
form.
Interesting.
Yeah. And another one called Pandemonium.
Was it about pandas?
Yes. you catch on quick.
Did they reside on Gilligan's Planet?
I don't know. I think there was some ammonium with them.
Is it a crossover thing?
Gilligan's Planet.
Yeah. Yeah, and there was another one, Popeye and Olive's Circus.
No.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. I mean, these had to be...
Watch me pull a rabbit out of my hat.
Oh, watch me on the trapeze.
My hero.
That cartoon was so stupid. I hated that cartoon. I hated that cartoon.
You watched it?
I was like, Popeye just
man.
always sounded like he was
Yeah,
cussing
circus?
under his breath.
What's that? No. I hated Popeye. I hated Popeye the character.
Oh.
Yeah, I was like, it's so stupid. It's
just
the worst.
lame.
It's the worst origin story. I mean, seriously.
What
Well,
is
all it
the
was
origin
is
story?
to tell you to eat your vegetables.
Yeah, it was completely.
Yeah.
Like
wasn't it
hamburgers are
underwritten?
bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, wasn't it underwritten by
The spinach mafia or something, right?
Yes. Mafia?
Big spinach.
You don't want to cross Big Spinach.
Brought to you by Big Spinach.
while they're smoking.
We gotta get these kids. We gotta get these kids hooked on spinach.
spinach. We gotta get this crap out of here.
Draw some with big forearms and get superpowers from spinach.
Show a camel eating spinach.
Oh my god.
Kids love animals.
He's gonna need a girlfriend.
Make her skinny.
What? Call those olive guys.
A little bit ethnic. Make a little
Like the
ethnic.
olive guys. Yeah. We're in bed with the olive guys.
We're gonna go. They're gonna split this with us.
Guess that we'll return this call. There's nothing worse than finding out, I guess, somebody that you love and adore that is just a fucking asshole, right?
That whole story with.
Chevy Chase.
They say James Corden is like a huge.
Oh, yeah, I've heard
Yeah.
that too. Well, the whole thing with, remember, Beck?
Yeah.
So we have a friend that is in audio, and he does a lot of, he does everything, including,
So it's not Rick.
it's not Rick.
Okay.
I don't know Beck.
And he did a show with Beck, and he said he was kind of a,
You know Shania Twain.
and he said he was kind of a douche.
So it started. I had shared the story of buying,
That's a
running
good
into
story.
Beck
That's a good story.
in the back in the '90s when we did a lot of work in Milan. We would get to fly over, first class on TWA when it was still an airline. So I think it was JFK. Got there early, waiting to leave, flight delayed, sitting in a lounge, and mostly empty lounge, and look over and down at the end. Odelay had come out like maybe 2 years prior. And
Great album.
there's Beck that looks like, some little 12-year-old sitting by himself down in a corner. And I'm just like out of my mind, like, oh my God, this is unbelievable. And so I'm sitting there trying to come up with how am I going to be cool without being,
Not cool.
being the typical fan. And so I just go over and I forget what I said, but it was something to the
Dave the Beck.
Is that your first name or your last name?
God, Beck.
On this episode of Manhunt,
Something like that.
yes, very much so. Something like that. So something like that.
It's like you were there.
And you guys, as court reporter, reading the transcript.
I drew it. Go on.
So I ended up saying something to the effect of, "Hey, huge fan. Let me buy you a drink." And he brushes it off. Thanks. No, I'm good. I'm like, no, look, come on. Let me buy you a drink. And I guess I was insistent enough. My story had to include that, and I bought Becca a drink. So he just coughs up, "I'd love a chocolate milk." And so I turn
Clever, this
I
guy
turn
is.
and take that as a challenge and go to the bartender and say, "Hey, can I get a chocolate milk?" The guy's looking at me like, "Hey, dumbass,
It's a bar.
It's a bar. We don't,
You don't serve your
Go down to the Hudson News down at
This ain't
the first
showbiz
floor.
pizza.
Get Beck a chocolate milk.
say romper room kid." So
fuck
I slide
drinking
him
chocolate milk?
20. I'm like, "We got to get this. We got to get a chocolate milk." And he's like, "Yeah, I'll be right back."
Best I can do is a yoo-hoo.
Comes back, and I'm pretty sure it was like, powder quick or whatever. And milk stirred it up and
Slides it. Oh, did he slide it down?
oh my god! Maybe this is the reason why Beck became a dick. He didn't like your fucking chocolate milk, dude. He's like, this dude tried to fucking poison
I
me.
was a nice guy until I was in New York and I ordered a
Dude was
sip
in
of
this airport lounge.
it allowed me to bring him like, "Fuck you, want a chocolate milk? By God, I'm a fan of Beck. I'm going to find you your chocolate milk." And so that's what started it. And then we hear from someone that worked with him professionally that he was less than kind, and it was just like la 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 la, reminding you of
Maybe he asked that guy for a chocolate milk.
maybe they said grow the fuck
you,
up.
Beck. Adults don't
Fuck
drink
you,
chocolate milk.
Get a last name, dick. Yeah.
Yeah, is Beck your first name or your last name?
Well, it's getting late.
We've been recording for 1 hour and 52 minutes.
Wow.
There's like 12 minutes worth of good stuff in there.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah.
Solid 12.
Yeah.
I mean, a good 11 for sure.
You get to edit it.
Well, so what I do think we've discovered along the way is there are categories that emerge. We definitely all quickly chimed in on touching on a conspiracy of the week or the month or however often we do this would be good to touch on.
Absolutely. I also think a little bit of tech in here is good too.
yeah, we did that.
That's what I'm saying. I mean,
To mix a little tech
Yeah,
in?
absolutely.
Yeah.
That was
Nerdiness.
fun. Yeah.
Some nerdiness.
Because I've been doing.
I think it's unavoidable.
Was that a shot at me there, Boo?
That's a hand grenade. I think it covers everybody.
Know thyself.
Yes.
Know thyself.
It's going to take me out too. So.
I got some on me on that one.
Yeah.
Are you going to put that in Evernote later or?
Never note.
Never
You
know.
put that in Evernote.
Yeah, you guys really shitting on my Evernote. It still comes in quite
I think
handy.
you're the only subscriber at this point.
Am I?
I think so. I don't know.
I
if
kind of
any-
feel like now I feel guilty if they're keeping it alive
Yeah.
for me.
Ironically, their logo has an elephant on it. You're the elephant in the room.
the elephant, the green
It
elephant.
has your picture. The app icon is now just a picture of your face.
I will say, Evernote rebuilt a lake house. That was my
Well,
go-to
yeah, I
for
get that.
all the.
Yeah.
But I also forgot to realize that everything else has evolved by now. That probably has all the same features that that used to have.
Yeah.
It
Well, I
used to
mean,
be special.
kudos for you for sticking with it.
Absolutely. I mean, I finally moved from a Columbia house last week.
Did you cancel?
Yeah.
I signed a record deal.
How are you getting your 10 free downloads on
You get
Spotify?
8 tracks.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
That was always our joke.
Talk about a racket.
I just
Signed
finally
a
tore up
record
my
deal.
last collection notice.
What'd you say, Rick? What was
That was always our musician joke. Was I just signed a record deal with you?
Columbia Record and Tape Club. I got 10 free and only got to buy 2 in the next 3 years.
At $44.95 a CD.
And they will come forever.
I know.
I just got Springsteen's Born to Run on 8-track.
I built a library from that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, how many names did you
Oh,
go
I
under?
did too. I did too.
A lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stone Matthew,
Yeah,
Matthew
yeah,
Stone,
yeah.
Yeah,
Matt
yeah.
Stone.
It's like, I don't know how they made money.
They did.
They did.
'Cause
Do you know of anyone that paid for those CDs? Nope.
And they weren't CD. I mean, this started during, tapes.
I got
Yes,
a whole
yes.
thing, man. Albums, 8-tracks, CDs, cassettes, all of it.
And then it was BMG was the same way.
Yep.
Yep.
I was like, Columbia House is on to me. I'm going to switch over.
They're on to me.
Well, you know,
I'm on the run. I'm on the lam from Columbia House.
8 to 6 weeks shipping and handling.
it was the manufacturer that was actually behind all that. It was the CBS had a facility in Terre Haute
Oh, really?
that manufactured all their products.
Nobody cares.
I know.
Nerd.
No, this is interesting.
Seriously? That's
But
what,
if it all came out of Terre Haute, it was just a manufacturer.
as in
basically
Terre Haute, Indiana?
trying to get rid of overstock. Yeah, that's where the CBS's
No.
processing plant
So-
was.
so-
Manufacturing.
And
It was
that's what
actually
it
a
was.
good thing for them.
Yeah, they were just trying to get rid of overstock product.
So they're like, we don't care if
That's
you pay for it or
awesome.
not.
That's why you couldn't get everything. They only gave you a list to pick from.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
We got a million of these fucking Olivia Newton-John CDs. Yeah.
Let's get physical.
Well, on our next
When?
episode of This So Technology,
What do you think, guys?
I think this is where we cut it.
Yeah.
Okay, bye.